Join me, come into your chair, and we will begin. So here we are again. Welcome. So here we are, settling in the chair, preparing for this week's work, which is, guess what? We need to work on the core. After that holiday, it's working on the core day. So that's where we will begin by discovering. But first, let's settle in. Let's settle in with the feet, with the lower legs, with the knees, with the upper legs, with the hip, the low back, the middle back, the upper back, the shoulders relaxing down, the arms heavy, the eyes closed. Come into the body. Come home to the body. Check in with your energy. Check in with your sensations. Anything hurting, anything injured, taking care is the only job we have, to take care of the body that nobody else can do for us. Nobody else knows what you feel or where you feel it, so it's your job to take good care. Your job to take good care, so most of that is about paying attention and understanding. No force, no push. See what works on this day at this moment. So, as I said, today we're working on the core, but let's first just discover the core. So the core is from the center of the breastbone all the way to the pubic bone, a long, strong muscle mass called rectus abdominis. Rectus abdominis. And so we're going to feel expansion and release from expansion on the breast. So let's bring the hands to rest and close your eyes. And check in and let the belly expand as you feel the inhale breath. And soften, the belly softens on the exhale breath. Stay with the breath. Feel the expansion under the fingers. And under the fingers, feel the letting go of the exhale, the softening. Expansion again. Letting go again. Now we're going to bring a little more focus into the exhale. So the inhale will feel the same, it's expansion. And on the exhale, pull the belly in. Feel that contraction under the fingers. Inhale, expansion. Exhale, pull the belly in. One more like that. Feel the expansion of the inhale breath under the fingers. And as you pull the belly in, there's contraction under the fingers. Okay, release the breath. Stay with the hands. We have one more to explore, and that will be after the exhale. We'll feel the contraction and we'll pause on what we'll call empty. So let's find empty. Inhale is expansion. Exhale, pull the belly in. That feeling there is empty. Inhale, feel expansion. Exhale, pull the belly in. Pause on empty. 1, 2, feel it. One more. Inhale, feel expansion under fingers. On the exhale, pull the belly in. Pause on empty. 1, 2, release the hands. Let the breath return to its normal pace. As the breath returns to its normal pace, bring your focus to the hands and the fingers. So the hands and the fingers are resting. They're coming into a quiet zone. And you know, through movement, we wake up that quiet zone and bring in energy. And that's where we're headed next. Energy into hands and fingers. When you're ready, lift and spread those fingers wide. Pull down, pull down, pull down. Feel it over the knuckles. Release, move. The knuckles down, the thumb joint up, moving. And then pausing and thumb in and fingers wrap. It's a power squeeze here and stretch web. Pull down claw. Movement, quack, 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 beat, paw, thumb, fingers wrap. Power squeeze, feel it and stretch web. Pull down claw. Movement, quack, 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 beat, paw, thumb, fingers wrap, squeeze, power squeeze, release, stretch web. Pull down claw. Feel it over the knuckles. Notice what you feel and where you feel it. Release for the quack, 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 quack beat. Paw, thumb, fingers, wrap, power squeeze, and hands to rest. Eyes closed, breath free. Check in with sensation in the fingers and the palms. Check in with the reaction of the body to that movement. Check into the pace of the breath, heavier, because that was some work. And the arms were lifted the whole time. So next we work to the shoulders and the shoulders. So we're coming up, back, and down. That's it. It's simple. It's an inhale up and an exhale back and down. Up, back, and down. We're leaving the breath free. Up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. Pause. So the next set, when we pull back and down, we're going to pull the belly in on that exhale. So it'll go like this. It'll come inhale up, pull the belly in, exhale back and down. Release the breath, inhale up, pull the belly in, exhale back and down. One more like that. Inhale, shrug up the shoulders, pull the belly in, exhale down, pause, release the breath. So we'll do one more set, and that will be, we'll exhale, get empty, and pause and feel it with the shoulders. Inhale up, pull the belly in, squeeze back and down, pause on empty, feel it, and release. Inhale up, pull the belly in, squeeze shoulders back and down, pause on empty, feel it. And one more, up, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause on empty, feel it, and release. Take a breath. Let the breath return to its normal pace, and we'll work with one side and then the other, up, back, and down. We'll leave the breath free. Up, back, and down. Alternating sides. Working all the muscles, ligaments, tendons, bones, everything moving. That's what we're up to. Keeping everything moving. Up, back, and down. Just let the breath run free. It'll do what it exactly needs to do. Up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. Let's come up and stay. And just feel sensation across the top of the shoulders and up into the neck. Roll the shoulders back and down and press the hands down and stay and feel stretch in that same region and release. And take a breath. So bring up the arms. No, first we're working with the neck. Sorry. Tuck the chin and lift the chin. We're saying exhale down and inhale, lift. This is our yes, no, and maybe so series. Tucking and feel the stretch in the back of the neck. Lifting and feel the stretch in the front. Saying yes. Saying yes. Saying yes. Feel it. Saying yes. On the stretch, pause and feel it in the throat, in the top of the chest, and tuck the chin and feel it down the back of the neck. And release, come back to center. That was the yes. Here comes the no. And that is on the exhale, head to the side, exhale, inhale, back to center. Other side, exhale, inhale, back. Saying no. Saying no. Saying no. No. Your own pace. I hear a little crackling in my neck. There's nothing to be worried about. It's called air pockets, called crepitus. Little crackling, no big deal. Saying no. Saying no. Saying no. And no. 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 And when we come back to center, we're going to pause, close eyes, and check in. We come to the side stretch of the neck, which we call the maybe so. And that is the ear to the shoulder, tip the chin up, feel that top side stretch, and come back. Other side, ear to the shoulder, chin tips up. Feel that top side stretch, and come back. Your own pace, maybe so. Maybe so. Moving with it on the exhale. Maybe so. Maybe so. Noticing which is your tighter side. Slow it down. Slow as you can go with the maybe so. We're finishing with this one. Next time back to center, come to a rest, close eyes and check in. Check in with breath pace, check in with sensation, the neck, the upper back, whatever you feel, wherever you feel it, different for each. Check in with the breath. And now we release and bring up the arms and open wide. On the exhale, we'll close, fingers touch, elbows press, the back is stretching. On the inhale, we open, the back is in contract. Close on the exhale, fingers touch, elbows press. On the inhale, open. Your own pace. We continue. Pause here. Let's see if we can add some contraction to the core. So on the close, fingers touch, elbows press, press the breath out, and inhale, feel the breath come in. Fingers touch, elbows press, pull the belly and press the breath out. Inhale, feel the breath come in. Pause here. Now we'll press the breath out and pause on empty. So take a breath here. Fingers touch, elbows press, exhale, pause on empty, feel it. 1, 2, and inhale, open. Exhale, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause on empty, feel it, and open. And release the breath. Now, bring the elbows down on the exhale, bring the elbows all the way up on the inhale. We'll leave the breath free as we bring the elbows down and feel the stretch out to the shoulders. As we bring the elbows up, the stretch goes to the bottom of the shoulder blades. See if you can feel this top stretch as the elbows are down, the bottom stretch as the elbows lift. Repeating. Breath free. Your own pace. Working the muscles at the back, the shoulders, and the front of the chest. Next time down, we'll pause and stay and feel whatever stretch you feel and wherever you feel it, and release. Bring the arms up, bring the fingers to touch, tips of the elbows, circle. Breath stays free as we circle. Big circles, baby circles, middle circles, whatever you want to play with as we circle. Working the shoulders, muscles, ligaments, tendons, bones, moving, pause back to center, circle the other way, small circles, big circles, circles in the middle, any way you want. Slow or fast, big or small, make it your own. Come back to rest, bring the elbows to touch, pause, feel it wherever you feel it, and open. Now release the hands, bring the fingers to touch, bring the palms to touch, open the elbows wide as you bring the hands down, and on the exhale, press. On the inhale, release. On the exhale, press. On the inhale, release that press. Press again on exhale. Inhale, release. Now notice that the belly is contracting on exhale because it's a bit of work. Let's focus on that. Press, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out. Inhale, release. Press, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out. Inhale, release. Press, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out. Pause on empty, feel it, and release. Bring hands to rest. Close eyes. Check in. Breath. Sensation, reaction. So our next series will be stretching the whole back of the spine, but today we want to bring a little more attention to the stretch of the core when we lift the chin and lift the ribs. So we're focusing on the core here. So let's prepare to lift the chin, lift the chin, lift the chin. And now lift the ribs and feel it as a back bend. The whole core is stretching. Now we'll release and tuck the chin, round the spine, slide the hands down the line, and feel the back stretch. Take a breath, come back up. So we're going to focus on the stretch of the core as we lift ribs, lift chin, pause, feel it, and tuck again. Each tuck is rounding all the way down and feeling the stretch move down the spine and the back. When we return, hands come to rest. We're stretching the core, lifting ribs and lifting chin. Pause, feel it. Tuck again. Stretch moves to the back of the body. A couple more on your own, just bringing a little more attention to the stretch of the core as you lift ribs and lift chin. And then the release and the stretching moves to the back of the body. One more like that. We'll end with a forward bend piece. And stay with the breath free. Stay with the breath free and notice the pace of the breath. And we'll release and come to sit. Now you know we're working the core when we do this one foot over the other. Lifting arms. So I like to move a little more forward so I get some range here for the drop back. So when we drop back, it's called an eccentric contraction. When we come up, it's called a concentric contraction. When we stay, it's an isometric contraction. So these are all strengtheners for the core. When you're ready, bring the arms up, come back, come up. It's exhale back, inhale, return, and repeating. Your own pacing. Powerful contractions of the core. Next time back, pause there, open, close, lift the feet an inch if you like. Isometric contraction of the core. When you close, bring the feet down and come back up, back up, back up. Release the arms. Change which foot is on top. Take a breath. Yes, the breath is heavier because that was work. And bring up the arms, swing to one side. Same proposition. It's contract the core, coming back, contract the core, coming up. Eccentric, concentric. Both powerful strengtheners, both contractions. And the isometric contraction is the stay. When you drop back, walk the hands up and down, up and down, up and down. Final time, come back up, swing, arms, other side, and begin again. Exhale back, inhale, return. Your own pacing. Next time back, we come to the isometric stay. Walk the hands, walk the hands, walk the hands, walk the hands. Final breath here, come back up, swing the arms back and release. Open the legs up and release. Hand to hand, fold in, relax, breath free. Feel the pace of the breath reflecting the work. So the breath delivers energy. When the body is demanding more energy, the breath has to get heavier to deliver it. And then when the energy demand drops off, like now we're resting, the breath is coming back to resting place. So just observe how the body is always working for you. We're leaving the breath free as the body just recovers from that work with the core. Okay, come back up. Now we're going to stretch the side of the back. So hand on the thigh, other hand on top. Aim nose toward hands. Feel the stretch down the side of the back. It's a slight twist in the shoulders as you stay. Final breath here. Press and come back up to center. Change out the hands on the leg and on top. Aiming nose, leaning in. Final breath, come back up to center and release the arm and bring the legs back and sit back as we prepare to lift legs and work there. So let's see if we can feel some of the work in the lower core, because there's a muscle that attaches that lifts the leg that comes into the core. So let's let the hands rest right at the top of the leg and into the low belly and lift and feel that muscle and let it down, feel it relax. Lift and feel that muscle. Let it down, feel it relax. So just reinforcing that the lift of the leg does help work core. We typically leave hands to rest. Close the eyes for a moment. Check in with the breath. Relax. As we move to our leg strengthening series. Okay, let's go. Inhale, lift. Exhale, extend. Inhale, lift again. Exhale down. We're going to leave the breath free, lifting, extending, lifting, letting go. Continue. Your own comfortable pace, you know, kicking high or low, kicking fast or slow. Anything you want to play with it. It's all good work. We're finishing. Let this be your last set. And when you come to rest, cross one foot over the other. Let the hands come to rest. Close the eyes and check in with your breath. Check in with the breath, and the body is telling you, yes, that was work. The breath is coming back to its resting place. So we will come into a stretch while the breath returns. Slide the hands over the knees, slide the hands down. Breath is free as we stay. Final breath, we're going to deepen this hip stretch by bringing this top foot up as high as it comes, hand to rest, leading in, bring the shin toward the shin, and stay in the stretch. It doesn't matter whether the knee is high, middle, or low. It's different for each. So just go where it works for you. And feel the stretch across the low back and into the hip. And feel the breath. We're ready to release. So release, first foot down, other foot on top. Breath is free as we slide the hands down. Enjoy the stretch. Always paying attention to the pace of the breath, because that breath pace tells you what's going on in your body system. Whether you're in resting mode, whether you're in recovery mode, whether you're in exertion mode, the breath reveals. Finishing this first stretch. So that leg, we're going to draw it up as high as it comfortably comes. And again, lean in. And feel it in the hip and across the low back. Feel it wherever it's true for you. So the teaching says the stretch finds the tightest place. So for me, it's the left hip that's tight. And that's where I feel it. And again, as I always say, see what's true for you. It's never a matter of where should I feel it. It's a matter of where do I feel it. Maybe not at all. Maybe minor. Maybe powerful. Different for each. Final breath. We'll release. Bring the leg down. Strong foot back. When we come to stand, we say nose over toes. That makes these power hip muscles do the work of standing. Stand on up. Move your chair if you need to. And come to our mountain. So the feet are comfortable distance apart. And we say, checklist, unlock toes, unlock knees. Checklist, tailbone tuck for some. Checklist, extension through the crown. Finishing the checklist, shoulders up, back and down. Feel it solid. Feel it steady. Strong and still. Feel the energy. Feel the breath and release. So this is our standing back bend. Fold halfway. Let's start with the breath free. Just do a few. This is a stretch through the core as you lean back. And as you fold forward, a stretch through the back of the body. Come back up. So we'll do a couple more. And when we come into the forward fold, we're going to pull the belly in. So if inhale, stretch the core. Pull the belly in, fold halfway. Inhale, lift up, lean back, stretch the core. On the exhale, pull the belly in, fold halfway. Come back up. Take a breath. Our final here will be pull the belly in, get to empty, pause, feel it, and then inhale, stretch. So let's do a couple like that. Inhale, lean back, stretch the core. Pull the belly in, get empty, pause on empty, feel it. 1, 2. Inhale the breath, lift up, lean back, stretch the core. On the exhale, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause on empty. 1, 2, and come back up to mountain. Breath free. Toes, knees, unlock them. Tailbone tuck for some. Extension, crown. Shoulders up, back and down. Again, solid, steady, strong and still. Feel it. Final breath. Here. Now we come to spinal twist. So think of the core as wringing out a towel. As we wring out that towel. So arms can be behind. Arms can be in front. Arms can be to the side, whichever works for you. Twisting, wringing out the towel, twisting the core. Breath is free. Keep the knees soft. Let it die down. Let it die down. Let it die down back to stillness once more. The mini checklist, toes, knees, tailbone, crown, shoulders, check in with breath, with energy, with your reaction, and release. For the leg stretch, hands to the chair, knees are soft, make your way, folding on down, and just stay here as you stretch the legs, one and then the other. Power muscles stretching, stretching, stretching. Breath free. Final breath. Now we come for our leg strengthener. We're bringing the hips back and down, 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 down. Fingers touch or lift away. Breath free. We return to the stretch, breath free. But notice the breath is heavier because, yes, that was work. Watching the breath, stretching the legs. Let's try it again. Fingers to the chair, hips back and down, 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 down. Fingers touch or lift away. Breath free. Finishing with the stretch. Final time, breath stays free as we stretch and straighten. Notice the depth of the breath, the pace of the breath, because your breath was delivering energy for that power posture, which in yoga language is called Utkatasana, chair, and in Western language called squat. They do the same. They are the same. They are strengtheners for legs and hips. We're finishing with the stretch. Feel it. Feel the breath. And then release and come up back to stand and bring the legs wide as we come to stretch the side. Come to stretch the side, soften the knees, bring up the arms, tip to the side, bend the elbows, sweep the arm up and over, feel the rib stretch, bring it back. Now with the stay, we'll work the breath, bring the hand behind the head, soften the knees. Slide the hand down as you tip the elbow up and back. Now stay here. Feel the exhale. On the exhale, pull the belly in. On the next exhale, pull the belly and pause on empty. And then the inhale. On the exhale, pull the belly and pause on empty. Then the inhale. And now let the breath just roam. No work. Final breath. Come back up. Other side tip. Hand down, elbow bends, up and over, stretch the ribs, stretch the ribs, stretch the ribs, and come back. Bring this hand behind the head. Soften the knees, tip the elbow up and back, breath free. Next couple breaths, pull the belly in on exhale. Pull the belly in on exhale. And the next couple breaths, on the exhale, pull the belly in, pause on empty, 1, 2, then the inhale. On the exhale, pull the belly in, pause on empty, 1, 2, and return to normal breath. We'll release on the inhale, come back up, release the arms, release the legs, prepare for balance challenge. Foot forward, foot back, eyes fixed, challenging balance, holding focus. Let's release. So the breath is staying free during this balance challenge. Other side, same. Final breath here. We'll release, and let's get the chair fixed. Bring the front foot forward. Bring the outside foot back. Widen the base. Find alignment, knee, ankle, toe when the knee is bent. Adjusting back heel. So we're going to come and feel a stretch all the way up the front of the core. Then we will fold and contract the core. So first, this stay. As we bend the knee, sweep the arm up and stay. Each inhale, feel like you're lengthening through the core. Each inhale is lengthening through the core. Final breath. Now, release the arm and bring it behind. Now we're going to fold, and we'll work those 3 kinds of breaths. So over a soft knee, breath stays passive normal breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale up, lean back, stretch the core. Exhale, fold. Lift up, lean back, stretch the core. Now the next two will contract the core on exhale. So lean back, stretch the core, pull the belly in, fold. Inhale up, lean back, stretch the core, pull the belly in on the fold. Come back up, release the breath. The final two will be pull the belly on exhale, pause on empty. So it's inhale, lift up, lean back, pull the belly in, fold, pause on empty. 1, 2, lift up, lean back. Final time, pull the belly in, pause on empty. 1, 2, come up and release, and change it out. Change it out. Foot forward, foot back, widen base, find alignment, knee, ankle, toe. So in this stay where we're stretching the core, the breath stays free, but we're aware of the intensity of the stretch. So inhale up and exhale, stay. On each inhale, feel you're lifting a little more, stretching deeper in the core. It's a back bend. Final here, and release the arm, bring it behind. Now we'll do our folds, 2 with a regular breath, 2 with contract the core, and the final 2 with contract the core, pause on empty. And between each one, there is a stretch. So let's begin. Inhale, stretch, fold on empty. Come back up. Feel the stretch. Pause, come back up. Now, these 2 were contracting core on the fold. Pull the belly in, contract the core. Inhale up and stretch the core. Pull the belly in, contract the core. Inhale up, stretch the core. Release the breath. The final 2 will be on the fold, pull the belly in, get empty, pause, feel it. With a stretch to begin. Pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause, feel it. 1, 2, inhale, lift up, lean back. Pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause on empty. 1, 2, inhale, lift up, lean back, and release, and release, and release. So, step back, and relax. Breath free, knees soft. So you feel all the work that your body has helped you with is reflected in the breath. Leave the breath relaxed. As the breath comes back in its own perfect timing, back to its resting state. So we're hanging out here. A leg stretch, a shoulders, arm, and back stretch. Checking in again with the breath. Ready to release. So we'll release and step toward the chair and prepare for our leg lifting. So our leg lifting is going to be alternating sides. We'll start with the breath free. Inhale up and exhale down. Alternating sides. One more set. Come to a rest. The next set of 3 will be contract the belly on the exhale when the leg comes down. So it's inhale up, pull the belly in. Inhale up, pull the belly in. Second set. Inhale up, pull the belly in. Inhale up, pull the belly in. Final one. Inhale up, pull the belly in. Inhale up, pull the belly in. Pause here. Breath free. So on our one that says contract the core, squeeze it out, pause on empty, feel it. That's what's coming up. So we're watching the breath, come back to rest. We're preparing for our final set. Working with the breath. Inhale up, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause, 1, 2, inhale up, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause, 1, 2, other leg, inhale up, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, 1, 2, inhale up, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, 1, 2, final set, inhale up, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, 1, 2, finishing up, squeeze it out, 1, 2, step back again, breath free. Feel the breath reacting. So before we sit, we have our other balance challenge. That is where we stand on one foot and lift the other and bring it behind, in front, or inside, and hold focus. And then we'll change sides. Holding focus. So the teaching says where the mind goes, the body will follow. We're ready to release and sit down. We're ready to sit. Come into the chair. Fold halfway. Watch the breath come back to rest. So we watch the breath come back to rest as we prepare to work and strengthen the muscles of the back. This is so important for posture and spinal alignment and ability to breathe, because when the chest is compressed, the lungs are compressed and the breath is compressed. Breath is energy. So you know how we go with this one. And we're going to work with the same breath patterns we've been using throughout this practice, which is normal breath, which I call passive. Then contract the belly on exhale. And then contract, pause on empty, feel it. So we'll be working with that, but let's just begin with our normal. Arms down, hands back, inhale, press up, peel up, and exhale down. 2 more of those. Inhale, press up, peel up, and exhale down. Inhale, press up, peel up, exhale down, breath free. Now we'll contract the core when we come down for the next set of 3. When you're ready, inhale, press up, peel up, contract the core, come down, take a breath. Inhale, press up, peel up, contract the core, coming down, take a breath. Final in this set, press up, peel up, contract the core, coming down, release the breath, stay. So our final set of 3 working with the breath will be the contract the core, pause on empty, 1, 2, like we've been doing. So press up, peel up, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath, pause on empty, 1, 2, inhale, press up, peel up, exhale down, pause on empty, 1, 2, inhale, press up, peel up, contract the core, get empty, pause, feel it, 1, 2, inhale, press up, peel up, stay. The breath is free. So we're working the tiny muscles in between each vertebra, holding, and now down, and again the breath is free. As we come to our asymmetrical stretch. Okay, the breath stays free. Press up, peel up, bring one arm forward, stay, stretch. Final stretch, lengthen, and down. Down, and take a breath. Okay, finishing. Press up, peel up, bring the other arm forward, stay, stretch. And down. Down, breath free. I like to bring hands onto the thighs, but you can leave them on the down by the feet or on the thighs, however you like, because the breath stays free. So it's always interesting to notice what the body likes better, what feels good, so we can take good care of the body and do the things that feel good. So the breath is coming back to its resting place from all that work. We'll come to our seated spinal twist, come back up to sit. And you know, I speak of the twist as far as for the core as wringing out a towel. So that's what we're going to do. Picture this core, and we're going to rotate, wring that towel, bring the hand to rest, the other hand behind, and now lengthen. And gradually and gently deepen that ring of the towel as you deepen the movement into the twist. Final breath, release out the head. Release out hands, arms, shoulders, ribs, belly. Other side. Bring the towel the other way. Hand across, hand behind. Lengthen. Gradually, gently. Deepen that ring of the towel. Deepen that twist with each breath, moving deeper into the twist. And you feel it in the center, in the inner ribs, in the outer ribs. Final breath, release the head. Release hands, arms, shoulders, ribs, belly. Hands to rest. Forward bend. Breath free. Check in. Final breath here. So let's sit up and prepare for eye movements. Eye movements coming up. Get comfortable in your chair. Close the eyes. Check in with sensation behind the eyes, around the eyes. They're all at rest. Now we'll wake up the eyes muscles with movement as we open to the 12 and move around the dial down to the 3 and the 6, up for the 9 and back to the top, where we'll close and center and relax the eyes. And have a breath where you open again and go the other way, counterclockwise, from the 12 to the 9 and down to the 6 and up for the 3 and back to the top. Close, center, relax, have a breath. Diagonal line of movement for the muscles of the eyes. We open and bring the eyes from the 2 over to the 8 and back to the 2 and the 8. Do it again. And come to a rest. Close, center, relax the eyes, have a breath. As we come to the other diagonal line, from the 4 to the 10, repeating. Feel it in the eyes. Okay, pause, close, center, and relax the eyes. Have a breath. The final eye movement is called focal point. For focal point, we extend arm, extend thumb. Focal point, we look at the tip of the nose, look at it. Focal point, look at the thumb, look at it. Focal point, look far away. Back to the thumb and back to the nose, exercising the eyes. Do it again. And again. And we'll pause when you're ready. Close, center, relax. Release the hand. Find if the back, legs, and hips are comfortable. If not, move around. And then bring the hands together. Rub the palms. Rub the palms together. Build up heat in the palms. Build up heat in the palms. And then cup the palms over the eyes. And let the eyes warm, dark, soft, relax. Warm, dark, soft, relax. Deepen the eyes. So the heat seeps away. And we'll bring the fingertips to the bridge of the nose and stroke out to the temples with a light touch over the brow, over the eyelid, over the cheekbone to the temples. And then we'll pause at the temples And draw the fingertips to the jawline, to the chin. Then release the hands into the lap, palms up, eyes closed. Again, if you need to settle in the chair, be comfortable there. As the hands rest, and we bring attention to the breath. Bring attention to the breath, the filling of the inhale, the emptying of the exhale. And now, on the next exhale breath, on the exhale, draw the fingers gently in. On the inhale, stay. As you exhale, let the fingers open. On the inhale, stay. Close on the exhale. Inhale, stay. Open on the exhale. Inhale, stay. Exhale, close. Inhale, stay. Exhale, open, release movement, stay in stillness. Final breath here. Lift the arms open wide. Cross pat yourself on the back for taking care for another day. And I thank you. Do come again.